gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the moistness.
It is moist.
I think we are here souvlaki, some souvlaki on a sticker ring.
No.
Or maybe it's Silver Stetzenberg,
Nope.
or maybe the deepest, darkest.
This is a track you have not seen, actually.
Oh, what is it called?
This is called Oulton Park.
Is it home of the Ultimate Warrior?
Ultimate Park. There we go.
I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is the man known since prehistory as the Black Gizzard, Michael Magus.
Technically, I am the second Black Gizzard. Thank you very much. The original was killed by me.
Did you ingest him and run him through your darkened gizzard?
No. It's actually more of like a magical bag scenario where you put the body in and it slowly dissolves in a organic acid.
Neat.
And its soul is transferred into you and you gain its power.
I do enjoy that. That sounds like a good thing to do.
Andrew Warden is completely taking his dick out and beating the entire field with it. He's over a second and a half ahead.
Dang.
So, I think we found our winner. This is going to be weird if it doesn't. That's a Mike Stoppmill level dominance right there.
Your boys invested in the moistness.
So does Warden. This man, Paul Riccobeni, is the closest to him, followed by Matt Higgs, Max Simmons, Dom Belanger, Dominic Turcotte, Jeff Wentworth, Mika Watt, William Murrah, and Neil Sutherland. Small field today. I see only 19 cars. Don't recall Brian Baker being in the field before, so this may be his debut. His debut. I believe this is also Warden's debut.
I'm not familiar with either of those gentlemen, therefore they are complete strangers.
I believe this is Warden's ESR debut. I don't think he's done any events with us, so new Mike Stoppmill confirmed.
Very potentially true.
Baker runs the Sunday series, which you and I do not do commentary for, so that would
We're not allowed.
That would be why we don't know him.
We're not allowed. We're not serious enough.
Oh, Neil Sutherland just put in a good lap time there. Moved up into 6th place. He had been 10th before that, so good job.
Come son of Jor-El, Neil Sutherland before Zod.
Let's pull up the standings here for this series and give you a rundown while we wait for the grid to form. I think that would be a good idea.
That sounds boring.
So this is round 5 of the championship. It is a 7th round championship with a race at Zolder and Donington Park to round off the field. Stuart Bartosiak, who I don't see here today, is leading the championship. Andrew Warden, is Stuart Bartosiak confirmed or no? Dom Belanger is 2nd, followed by Max Simmons. Then it is Matthew Higgs, Jeff Wentworth, Paul Riccobeni, Mika Watt, John Archie, who I also don't see here today, Neil Sutherland, and Guy 1C. I think we figured out that was Ori Tan last time.
Yeah, that's what you said. And we found out that his first name is actually Orentho.
I thought it was Connor.
I have no idea. I'm making things up.
I think it was Connor, and that means that he's missing out on all the jokes about Conor McGregor by not using that name.
Orentho Julius Tan.
So we're missing 3 members of the top 10 in the standings. So could be a big shakeup here, standings-wise. As stated, I don't see Andrew Warden or Brian Baker on the standings list here, so I believe that this is their debuts. Unless they are under a weird name on the standings, which is always possible because people don't change their names.
I'm going to change my name to Theodore Ecthelion Jenkins.
And we briefly dropped to 18 cars with the departure of Art Mitchell, and then Seth Cheney showed up, and now we're back to 19. So hey, both Cheneys are in the field today. That's good to see. We usually don't see both of them.
Chain. Chain of fools.
So we got that to look forward to. A lot of missing names, as it is a bit of a lackluster field today, but still good to see. Maxed Out Mika Sports is currently leading the team's championship. That's the team of Max Simmons and Mika Watt. starting in a respective 4th and 10th place, so they're in good shape to hold on to it. V8 Racing by OTL is second, followed by BMW Sim Racing, Carbones Racing Team, Momo Fine, I assume that's how you say that, Racing, and Antimatter Motors Autosport, which has just 38 points. The Antimatter guys would totally get a lot of love from us on the commentary if they actually showed up to the races. But they don't.
Yeah, we're more of pro matter at this point.
None of them are here. None of them are here. So that's disappointing. They are 321 points behind the next team.
That sounds like a couple races worth.
It's a lot. That's like 3 races worth. Bronze Championship is currently being dominated by Trevor Cheney, so we'll see what he can do today. Only 3 bronze drivers in the field with Cheney, Alonso, and Cheney. And in the silver category, it is Mika Watt with a dominant lead over Ori Tan, Cliff Hemian, Jamie Bayliss, and Tony Yimbo, who are all here, so they have a chance to make up some ground. No Zach Martin, Cole McRae, or Ayrton Tobin.
So everybody should be safe.
I mean, admittedly, with Tobin and McRae gone, a large portion of the incidents that have happened in the series are admittedly not present.
If you do see a mysterious new racer named Crail McCoy, he might be somebody in disguise.
He might be in disguise. He might be pulling the King Shark with a mustache.
Correct.
Looks like there was some gaps there in the field, but nothing too bad. And we are off with the green flag at Oulton Park, heading into turn 1. I don't really know the turn names here, so I'll try, but I don't know them.
That was named Jim.
And the track map I pulled up was like really, really tiny, so that didn't help.
And we're coming around here to the Shirley Temple, followed by the...
Oh, they do have some interesting names for some of their turns. They have a Foster's turn. I like that.
Foster's, Australian for engine degreaser.
Oh!
Hello.
Somebody getting loose. I'm not sure who that is. It's one of the Aston Martins towards the front of the field. Might be Don Belanger. Meantime, It is Warden leading from Higgs, or from Riccobeni, Higgs, and Simmons. The top 4 are making a getaway. That is, I think, indeed Don Belanger in the Aston Martin. There's no one else up there that it could be.
Don Blanc.
As we look at we look at Neil Sutherland, who's gone a little bit backwards from the start. Started in 6th place, he is down to 8th. So let's see here. There's a deer leap corner. I like that. Check it out if there's anything else that's kind of like intriguing that you might get a kick out of. There's Knickerbrook corner.
Knickerbrook corner, that's where you got to go to buy your underwear. You gotta pick up some knickerbockers.
They have Manny David's favorite corner, Cascades.
Cascade.
Oh, one of the Porsches off the track there. That is Guillermo Martinez
from Barcelona.
You know what actually has just hit me, and I'm very surprised by that. There's only one McLaren in the field. That's a very popular car in GT4, and there's only one of them. I'm very surprised. Let's see, what brands are completely missing? We got no Alpines in the field, which is unfortunate. We do have a KTM, I think for the first time ever. That's Andrew Warden's car. That's Byron's favorite car, so Warden gets praise for that too. That's the one that opens up, and it has to completely open up to let the driver out, like with the full front end.
Oh! Yeah, that's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. It is probably about the only one that I think you can actually identify by sight.
That's the one that looks like a go-kart, right?
Yes, it is.
There you go. See, I think we've got at least 5 Dodge Vipers here on the track from what I'm looking at. Like that gray one there, Jeff Wentworth driving the Viper.
That's a Mercedes.
I believe the one in blue ahead of him is probably driving
that's a Porsche.
Daihatsu.
I actually really like that livery that Turcotte's got. The Allied Racing livery. It's a circuit board is the pattern, which is kind of intriguing.
Not dick pills?
Not dick pills.
We haven't had any good solid dick pills in a while. You guys need to really step up your liveries.
Well, we got custom.
That can be misconstrued as a dick pill.
We got custom. We got custom liveries coming up for the Wednesday series, so hopefully we get some
Ooh.
dick pills.
Very nice. Please be creative. Somebody just plaster the whole front of their hood with Mr. Bean's face.
Diego
It's
Alonso
nice.
battling with Brian Baker for 16th place. They've got Seth Chaney and Tony Yimbo behind them. Tony appears to be the slow man in the field today. Dropping back a little bit. Either that or he's made some mistakes. So I've been reviewing the chat for this race, trying to avoid spoiling myself, but also trying to update myself on like questions we might have. There is going to be something interesting at the pit stops, so that I do know. As up ahead, Cliff Hemian going side by side with Diego Alonso, or pardon me, that's Guillermo Martinez. Martinez closing the door. I can't help it if the GT Marks team has all the same liveries. It's kind of lame, guys. There are other Porsches.
Are there?
There are. Not many, but there are a few.
There's the 911. There's the 912.
Brandon
914.
Brandon Baker making his way past the Mercedes of Cliff Hemian. Actually, I had a good pun for a team that in the Wednesday series that wants to run Porsches, but they wanted to go with the name Smashing Beatles for their team name, which I thought was kind of stupid. Maybe I'm alone on that, but I was trying to come up with like punny names for them. My personal favorite was I had Dial 911 Racing. There you go.
Well, they should definitely go instead of the Smashing Beatles, probably the Squishing Night Flies. Like, I don't understand like, they're just really big music fans, or what's the deal?
So the deal with the Smashing Beatles is, of course, a Porsche looks like kind of a stretched out Beetle.
I think we had this discussion before.
And they believe that they're going to get into accidents because the Porsche is hard to control, which, I mean, way to advertise that you're going to suck. Like, how you sell Smashing Beatles.
I mean, I'd come up with better names for you.
I came up with better names. I'm not even good at this.
That's not true.
Dial 911 Racing. Way better. Way better.
That's not bad.
That's good. It's a good one. It's a bit of a rotary phone joke, but still.
Just spell ambulance backwards and put the word racing at the end.
There you go. That would also work. I had a couple others, but I can't remember them off the top of my head now. But it was all basically puns about the Porsche being hard to drive, and you know, they worked. They worked. I thought they worked. Dial 911 was my favorite. Cliff Hemian battling with Tony Yimbo, who suddenly moved up into 17th place. Not sure what's up with that. He was looking like he was falling way behind, and now suddenly he's in the fight. And ahead of Diego Alonso, as well as Seth Chaney.
He is number 17 with a bullet.
I have no idea if I can identify any of these corners. Like, I got the map up here that tells me the corner names. But, like, all right, okay, so that is either Hislop or Falstons, because those are the only two chicanes on the track.
Falstaff?
Fulston. Or Falston.
No.
I'm not sure which. All right, this one here is Hislop. Whoa, Seth Chaney almost made a very wrong turn at Albuquerque. By the way, every track from now on should really have an Albuquerque turn.
That is correct. And it always has to be a left turn.
Always has to be a left turn.
Because you should have taken the right turn at Albuquerque. Or is it the left turn? Now I don't remember.
I don't even remember
my own childhood.
You know what? I was never really a big Bugs Bunny fan as a kid. My dad was a massive fan, so actually it's really confusing as to how I didn't end up as
one. I knew I should have made that left turn. It is. Okay, so it has to be a right turn.
Okay, so every track must have a right turn, and it's got to be named Albuquerque.
Knew I should have made the left turn at Albuquerque.
Jamie Bayless has fallen to the back of the pack, so something maybe happened there. Andrew Wharton, 7.5 seconds up on Paul Riccobeni. Simmons third. Boulanger's up to fourth. I think he was down in fifth before. Turcotte fifth. Wentworth. Matt Higgs has fallen back. That's why. 7th place, Matt Higgs. William Murrah, Mika Watt, and Mark Sutherland. Bad race from Neil Sutherland. He's down to 11th place. Behind, I'm probably getting this wrong, but I believe Mark Sutherland is the dad. Neil Sutherland is the son. Could be
They
wrong.
did put it in the comment of a video
No,
once, but I don't
I know
remember.
I know they did. They told us, but I don't
think Neil is
remember.
the son, yes.
I believe Neil is the son. Neil's the faster one. I know that
Neil!
much. And then we got the Cheney brothers, which are either brothers or cousins. I don't remember which now.
Listen, if both
Whoa,
of those
Tony
boys,
Yimbo. A little bit of contact there with Diego Alonso.
I need
And
more
Alonso gets by.
contact.
I mean, he
Both-
lost out
both
on
them
that.
boys.
Oh, he's
crash.
coming back at him.
I have a Judas Priest song that I'm going to start singing.
I mean, we do have that Camaro in the background there that looks a lot like the General Lee. So, you know.
Have you seen
Built
the
in
General
Gibson.
Grant?
No, I have not. What's General
It's same car, but they painted it blue.
Grant? Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
I don't know if there was I can't remember if there's like a Union flag or
William
whatever.
Murrah off the track a little bit there, although apparently gained a spot on Matt Hicks. Bit weird. That might have been an off-track overtake. Might be something for the steward to take a look at. Either that, or it might be Matt Higgs had lost pace because he's getting Mika Watt's got a run on him now. So I'm suspecting Matt Higgs may have just fucked up. Also, let's be honest, it's Matt Hicks, and Matt Higgs and fucking up are hand in hand.
Wow. I mean, just because it's like the truth doesn't mean you have to say
It's
it
the
like
truth. It's the truth. I spit truth.
that. Wow. Harsh but accurate.
Heading through, I believe that's Folston's. And then heading up to Hislop.
Those things are tasty.
And then after Hislop, you have Knickerbrook.
What kind of book?
Knickerbrook. And then it's
Brook.
then Clay Hill, then Water Tower. That's a solid turn there. Druid's Corner, stealing from Brands Hatch. Lodge Corner, and Deer Leap, and you're completed the lap.
Where is this track located?
England.
England. Ain't nothing out there but no angles in England.
Don't ask me to get any more specific than England. I don't know what part of the country it's in.
It's probably Tyne upon Swansea.
Don Belanger, who should be taking the championship lead here today. Depending on how the drop score goes, I guess, because Stuart Bartosiak is 2 points ahead of him with a drop score. Okay, so here's the deal. If Belanger finishes where he is right now, he will take the championship lead. If he moves forward, he will take the championship lead. If he falls backwards, the championship lead will revert back to Bartosiak. There you go. There's our championship permutations.
But what if the other things happen?
Or it might go to Max Simmons, actually, because Simmons is not far off, nor is Matt Hicks. So, we'll have to see. There's a lot of permutations here.
Okay, so I made a lot of upon Tyne jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I never bothered to figure out what the fuck it meant.
Okay.
Tyne is a river.
Yes.
I did not know that.
I was aware of that. I thought you knew that.
No, I never bothered looking it up. And so my question is, if some sort of weird natural disaster happens and the River Tyne dries up, and then they divert like a canal or something over there to fill it all up again, do they have to call it Tyne upon Tyne?
Ooh. Could be Diego Alonso cutting that chicane pretty tight. Running in 16th place behind Cliff Hemian and ahead of Seth Cheney, Tony Yimbo, and Jamie Bayless in the background.
Good old Bailey Jameless.
I'm assuming it's Jamie because I don't think the Welsh do the Jaime thing. So there you go. You know you're an MMA fan when you see the name Jamie, and you're like, is that Jamie or is that Jaime?
They do that their Heimlich maneuver.
They do. In Portugal and in Brazil. Oh, Diego Alonso way off. Yeah, that corner seems to be a tough. Whoa, Cheney fucked up on it too, and Yimbo overtakes both of them. Nice work. So yeah, it does look like that corner. I'm trying to work out what that corner actually is. Okay, so that's the start-finish line there. So I think that's Druid's Corner that people keep fucking up. Turn 15. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But it looks like
You are
Druid's
incorrect.
Corner is the trouble spot.
It's actually a non-denominational worship corner.
As Jamie Bayliss moves out of last place, overtaking Diego Alonso. Mark Sutherland running in 10th place, ahead of son Neil Sutherland, where you assume we have that right. And Mika Watt up ahead of them. Then it's Matt Higgs. You know, if Richard Higgs was here, we'd have a father-son battle. But Richard's not here.
Well, what if
Neil going for the move?
Paul Riccobeni stole a kid?
If that kid were to race, I guess. Now we're into like Casey Stainer territory.
Possibly. I don't know what that means, but possibly.
When I'm practicing races, I'm listening to Crew Tribe. The story of Casey Stainer was one of the recent ones from that chapter.
Oh, right. Right. The stain.
There was some child kidnapping involved in that one.
There was. That was dark.
Yeah. That got dark real quick.
Yeah.
And then it got darker.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm glad that I have contemplated a few times doing the intro from that chapter as the intro for these races.
Mm-hmm.
And just never got around to it. Might still do it in the future.
I feel like if we have like a really heavy crash one, that's the intro. That's the signal to the audience that this is going to get dark. Pit window open. Everybody has 10 minutes to get in and get themselves a fresh set of tires.
Or a gently used set if you don't have the money.
I think with 20 sets of tires available, they're fine. Or I think 50, actually.
Actually, I threw half of them away. Now it's a fight to the finish.
Actually, I believe that wet tires in this game actually have no limitation. You're unlimited wets regardless.
But what if they dust the wets?
Which I think is the case in real racing. The tire company brings like just a communal set of wet tires, basically, and it's like, you need more wets? Here's more wets. Cliff Hemium is our first one into the pit lane. He's having a rough day as Neil Sutherland gets past Mika Watt there for 9th place. Not sure what corner this is. As Sutherland runs wide after getting that spot, he's going to lose it back to Mika Watt, and his dad's also going to go through. Mark Sutherland in through. Sutherland boys, please pick some different colors. The gray and the white combo is it's a bit weak.
Maybe they're going for some camo here in the rain.
That car has basically a number of liveries that you can pick from, like different colors. Basically, it's black. It'll be black regardless, and then different colors. But they have chosen the white and the silver, which not great. A bunch of pit stoppers coming in. Dominic Turcotte into the pits. William Murrah coming into the pit lane. Jeff Wentworth into the pit lane. One of the Sutherlands I saw in the background into the pit lane. That is Neil Sutherland. So a couple of pit stoppers coming into play now. That is the view from the inside of Mika Watt's car. Oh boy. Mika, there's these thing called windshield wipers. I might want to turn them on, but...
Meh, overrated. Just drive faster. If you drive fast enough, your car windshield heats up to the point where all water just evaporates.
Not really the case. Yeah, he doesn't have his windshield wipers on. Mika, what's going on here, bud? That's a mistake. That's a major mistake.
He's got a camera mod on. He can see everywhere.
They're catching up to Matt Higgs there. Mark Sutherland in the background. As the batch of pit stoppers re-entering the field now. Seth Chaney also in the pits. Should be a lot of room to work with here. This is a nearly 2-minute lap, I think. I think I saw a fastest lap earlier. It was like 150 something, so pretty close to 2 minutes. In the wet, anyways. Probably quicker in the dry.
You're not wrong. Although, if you go fast enough, you can technically just hydroplane for the win. Saves on tire wear.
It's So 40-minute race. I don't think we're worried about. I don't even think Martin would be worried about tire wear in this race.
Saves on tire wear and gas. You literally just shut the engine off and just wee for 40 minutes.
Tom Belanger into the pit lane. Let's pick up Tony. Yeah, there it is. 151.7. Fastest lap. Looks like Diego Alonso may be having some internet troubles. He's got a bit of a large ping bar there. And, well, you can see it looking back from Yimbo. That car is kind of going all over the place.
He's drunk.
His internet is. Bunch of pit stoppers in. We got Matt Higgs, we got Trevor Cheney, and Guillermo Martinez. Diego Alonso going for it as well. Pick up Jamie Bayliss. Running ahead of Tony Yimbo. They're up into the top 10, but that's by virtue of pit stops. So 8 cars left to pit. We got Warden, Riccobeni, Simmons, Watts, Mark Sutherland, Baker, Bayliss, and Yimbo. There is Brandon Baker all over the back of Mark Sutherland now. In his Aston Martin Vantage. The James Bond car of the field. Riccobeni in the pit lane. Also, pretty much everybody coming in now. Whoa, Brandon Baker! That might be worth a look at for the stewards.
It's fine. Nobody died, technically.
I'm going to make a note of that and send it over to the steward.
Wow, snitching.
It's actually part of our job now because people are not snitching enough.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm reporting everybody then.
They've been bugging us as commentators to report anything that we see on stream that is actually bad enough to remote on look at.
Well, I'm gonna have to go dig up that fucking thing on Jeff Wentworth then.
Keyboard was doing a weird thing, so sorry for the lack of commentary there for a moment.
Well, you should have just told me. That's the joke. That's the joke. That is the joke. You don't need to... God damn it.
I took it as a joke.
No, you didn't. You were going to pedantically spew out.
We have an interesting moment here. Paul Riccobeni's coming up to Jamie Bayliss. Bayliss is not pitted. Riccobeni has. These two cars are not racing each other. However, they are also not blue flagged. So this could be intriguing moments for Paul Riccobeni as Warden and Simmons are in the pit lane. So Bayliss will be the last one to pit. Not Max Simmons for a change. That's amazing. Oh, off the track. This may make this a bit academic. Riccobeni goes through, and Bayliss is heading to the pit lane anyways. I like that pit lane. It's simple yet difficult. All right, so here's the insider trading moment. I saw this in the chat. Bayliss is about to fuck up and put dry tires on.
This is going to be good.
This might be good. I thought you might enjoy it.
That is hilarious as fuck.
I don't know how it went for them. They just mentioned in chat that they put dry tires on at the pit stop by accident. So we might be in for an absolute spinning top of doom. So everyone has gotten their pit stop done in time. Paul Riccobeni sporting some damage there to the left-hand side of his car. Maybe a little contact earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Paul Riccobeni, because Warden's clearly fucking cheating. Holy shit, dude.
Warden is gone. We don't even have a gap. That's how big that is.
I saw it. It was like 28 seconds.
Yeah, well, it was like 7 seconds after 4 laps. We have not seen a beating of this magnitude since the Red Bull Ring when Mike Stoppmill got so far ahead that he got bored and pitted and then went through the field again.
There was a time that he fucking jumped into chat, and we were doing it live. He was so far ahead, he jumped into live chat on YouTube and was chatting with us while leading the race.
I know.
Still not dropping any.
And probably having a cup of tea.
That's very possible. Also, Paul Riccobeni's livery makes me want some kind of like crazy milkshake.
I can see that. That was my livery last season, actually. And then I decided I really didn't want to do the Monday and the Wednesday series because Monday is leg day at the gym.
Wow. Do you still have legs?
I still have legs. They're fucked up, but I have them.
Are they in better shape than your fucking ribs?
At the moment, yes. Generally, no. Although the ribs are actually a fair bit better today. My biggest source of pain currently is actually my hand.
So I shouldn't sneak into your room at night and punch you in the ribs.
Well, I mean, that would be unpleasant at all times. You're a large man,
Surprise!
that would hurt.
That's true.
I had to punch somebody, and now my hand hurts.
Well, I mean, yes. That will happen.
Does happen.
Did you, in fact, go directly for the penis?
No. It was a jaw shot. I went upstairs.
I guess that's fair. Let him see it coming.
Oh, he saw it coming. I warned him like 3 times I was going to hit him, and he wouldn't stop.
Please back away from the person.
And then he got laid, and then he got laid the fuck out.
There you go.
Dominic Turcotte fighting with Matt Higgs. This is for 6th place. Porsche on Porsche Combat. Allied Racing Dominic Turcotte and the GT Marks car of Matt Higgs. My favorite Porsche livery and my least favorite Porsche livery. In GT4 anyway. There's not many liveries. Like it's a very narrow band of like and hate. But I do find the GT Marks car to be the worst. Oh boy, that's way
It's
off.
that damn corner.
I think you're right.
Everybody fucks up on that damn corner.
I believe that is Druids. Which, yeah, everyone's fucking up at Druids.
I believe if possibly you don't fuck up on that corner, you might have like a 30-second lead on people.
That might actually be all that Warden's doing. It's just not
Pretty
fucking
much.
up Druids. So, Turcotte losing out in that battle with Higgs. We'll see if that can restart itself. So, field rundown. Warden still leads from Riccobeni, Simmons, Belanger, Wentworth, Higgs, Turcotte, Watt, Baker, and Murrah. I think that's more or less the top 10 before the pit stop, with the exception of the Sutherlands have dropped out of the top 10. They were there. Baker is now in the top 10. And William Murrah has lost a couple spots back to 10th place. After that, we got Mark Sutherland. Guillermo Martinez has managed to get between the father-son combo. And there's Neil Sutherland in the background. Then it is Cheney, Yimbo, and Bayless. We have lost Cliff Hemian. And Diego Alonso, I think, is also out of the race. That is a shame.
But what about Ariel Zatoni?
Doesn't generally race ACC.
What?
I don't think his internet can handle it.
These are possible statements of truth.
He is Argentinian, and we've been through this on commentary before. Argentina's internet is fucked up.
Apparently, they make it out of their infrastructure is all made out of very digestible material, and so they're overrun with llamas.
It's more that their government just seems to have like no actual interest in having internet.
All you needed to say was government, and there you go.
Warden lapping Jamie Bayless. And pulling way away, Bayless is on the dry tires, we're told. So that probably explains a lot of things. So Max Simmons running in third place. This would be his 4th podium of the season. He's having a very, very solid season. And he might be the championship leader after this, because he is ahead of Boulanger, who's in 4th. No, he's 10 points behind Boulanger already. Okay, so it won't be him. He needs to get some people between him and Boulanger if he wants the championship lead.
You need to put father in the way of combat.
So I think, and this is thinking because these are advanced mathematical equations live, I believe the championship leader will be Don Boulanger after this, because he is in 4th place, which I believe is sufficient to take the points lead. Let's see, where is 4th place and how much is it worth? It is worth
$5.
77 points. Nope, it would be a tie. It would be a tie as it stands. So he has to get past Max Simmons if he wants the championship lead. And that's hard. Max is a good defender. So Warden, Riccobeni, pretty much looking guaranteed 1st and 2nd. They're quite a ways ahead with 10 minutes to go. And then 3rd place is still up grabs. Wentworth's up to 5th. So Wentworth was one of the big winners off the pit stops. Actually got into the top 5 off them. And it is Higgs, Turcotte, Watt, Baker, and Murrah. And then back here we still have Neil Sutherland fighting with Guillermo Martinez.
From Barcelona.
Currently your silver leader is Mika Watt, and your bronze leader is Trevor Chaney, both of whom are already winning those respective championships, so no changes there. And I had messages probably about the 3D Speed series.
It's not me. I didn't do it.
I've been listening to a lot of covers of the band Bring Me the Horizon lately.
Oh.
So I went and listened to Bring Me the Horizon and went, you know what? I like their music. I don't like the singer.
That's fair. There's only like maybe 2 or 4 songs of theirs that I really like.
I mean, I've only listened to like 3, so.
Yeah. Happy Song.
Happy Song's 1. Throne.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I like Throne. I like the cover version I found better though. That's the kind of the weird thing.
Yeah, that happens.
Like I don't mind cover bands, but it's very seldom that I actually like the cover band more than the band that did the song initially.
There's really I'll link you to the video. There's an awesome performance of Doomed with I think it's the London Philharmonic.
I don't think I've heard that song yet.
Fucking great. I think we're doomed.
But yeah, I like Happy Song. Solid. And Happy Song and Throne are the 2 that I like.
Sing along to another happy song. You listen to which cover did you listen to? Is it the 11 seconds or whatever the fuck they're called?
First to 11 was the Happy Song one with Lauren Babick, who's from my neck of the woods, actually. So
yeah, she does really good covers too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like her.
Checked her channel out. She does awesome stuff.
I have. I've been to a show of hers, actually.
Oh, very nice.
The Crazy 88s.
There you go.
Yeah, she's from the Toronto area, so there you go. And then the other one was Throne, covered by Halocene and I Mori, I think is her name.
I am not familiar, I don't think.
She's a little blue-headed Russian girl, so, you know.
Neat.
Looks kind of Asian, so I assume she's from the east of Russia, but apparently lives in Moscow.
I am also from the eastern Moscow.
Her covers are usually in Russian, is what I gathered from the comments page. This is a rare English performance from her.
Yo, you referenced Suicide Squad earlier. The voice of King Shark done by Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it's pretty much the greatest cast you could ever think of, honestly.
I thought they might get Vin Diesel to like, hey, you're good at single note voiceover things. This would be hilarious.
You got the voice of Sylvester Stallone, Idris Elba is there, John Cena, Nathan Fillion,
correct.
one of the Doctor Who's,
Your boy, mentally ill comedian, dated the coffee
Yeah,
girl.
I know. I can't think of his name, right? Pete Townsend?
Pete Townsend, there you go.
There you go. He's Blackguard. Max
Margot
Simmons still
Robbie.
under pressure here. Margot Robbie, yeah. Well, I was avoiding the people who were in the previous Suicide Squad.
There you go.
Paul
Margaret
Rickabetti
Robbie.
going through. That's a lapping scenario. That is Bayless being lapped. I take it back, actually. Having only one McLaren in the field does make it really simple to identify the McLaren. So it's not bad, actually.
You crazy kids in your McLarens.
I need all the cars to have just one representative. That's the new goal. We have no Alpines and no Maseratis in the field, and no Genettas. So 3 missing.
And no Zondas.
Well, I don't think Zonda makes a GT4 compliant car.
So you're saying GT4 is an inferior league?
Yes.
Well, shit.
It is a lower performance category. So
Got a Zonda, but we took out half the fucking turbines.
So Simmons and Belanger are coming up to Bayless under blue flags. We will see if that proves to throw a kink in the battle here. But it just doesn't look like Belanger really has anything for Simmons right now. And Max Simmons may be en route to his 4th podium of the season, while denying Dom Belanger a podium for the first time, because he's contested 3 rounds of this series and finished 2nd each time. And my phone is going off.
That's true.
Whoa. Bayless off track. And let's see. Oh, looks like this will probably be fine. Yep.
Noted baseball player Mookie Blaylock.
Basketball player.
Same thing. Who's the baseball player? Mookie something.
Mookie Betts.
There you go. Who names their fucking kid Mookie?
I don't know.
God damn.
I mean, it's probably honestly not the worst name I've ever seen. Oh God,
No.
Jeff Wentworth taking a detour to destroy some foam.
There is a Hall of Fame pitcher named Gaylord Perry.
There is. Some people don't think about names. Again, I tell you the story of Homo.
Correct.
And Harry Butt.
Yeah. My dad went to school with Sandy Beach and Dusty Boots. I went to school with Candy Cane.
See, that's a good name.
I guess. She was a bit odd.
I think that happens. I had a girl named Candy also in my grade, although it was not and there was no punny last name to go with it. Brandon Baker losing a spot there to Mika Watt and throwing the flashing headlights on. Mr. Baker, I remind you, you may not want to do that. Oh!
Don't give me that.
That was a bit nasty.
Bullshit. Fucking torpedo that man like a goddamn adult. Hit to pass, last man standing. Come on, baby.
Stewart might want to take a look at that. And William Murrah is all of a sudden in this fight. Oh boy, Mika Watt is making that car very wide.
By jumping on the hood.
Well, right now it's just by taking the corners pretty much perfectly. He did have that movement in the braking zone, which has me has my eyeball on this. Baker looking to the inside, heading towards turn 1. Which I don't believe we've gotten a name for.
I believe turn 1 is named...
Old Hall Corner.
Ron Jaworski Corner.
Oh! William Murray getting aggressive here. This is probably the last lap. and things are getting very much into a tussle. Actually, there might be another lap because of how far ahead Warden is, but we'll see.
Warden.
We got some flashing headlights going on. Baker's still behind. Oh, boy! I think Baker just got very, very low. Oh, no! When he spins William Murrah.
Put him in the blender. Good job doing that right in the middle of the traffic. I applaud your ability to fuck everybody else's day up.
I think that one probably is on Baker. I feel like he came down into that, but we'll see what the steward thinks. Doesn't matter what I think. Matters what the steward thinks. Max Simmons still hanging on to third place. And there will, in fact, be one more lap because this is the start-finish line. And there is still time on the clock.
But there is there more time on the calendar.
Neil Sutherland and Mark Sutherland suddenly up into the top 10 off of that collision between Murrah and Baker. And Mika Watt is kind of streaked away.
I don't think that's legal. I think you have to have clothes on.
Well, I mean, I think you have to. There's a dress code to a race event.
Oh yes, they call them the streak.
Usually involves a fireproof suit.
Yeah, you just eat enough asbestos, you become fireproof.
Actually, you know the irony is YouTube is recommending me that cover of Throne right now.
Very nice.
As part of a My Mix. So, signs that you've listened to something enough. It's on the YouTube generated My Mix. William Murrah into the pit lane. Not good for him. That's a lot of points available because with so few cars here today, just finishing this race is a big points payout. Let's see here. Last place is going to get, if we look up at the points here, 17th place. It pays
$9.
38 points. That's a lot. Looking down the inside now is Sutherland. And he was getting a little bit frisky with his own dad. That's not good.
That's a whole other website, so we can't put that on YouTube.
Andrew Warden is 37 seconds plus ahead as he takes the victory.
That's a different tube site.
From Paul Riccobeni. Max Simmons third. Belanger fourth. Probably will get the championship lead off of that, or at least tied with Bartosiak. Jeff Wentworth, Dominic Turcotte, 5th and 6th place. We await Matt Higgs. There he is. He's 7th. Mika Watt's going to be 8th. Seth Chaney losing a spot there to Guillermo Martinez as we get down to the end. The lapped cars of Seth Chaney, Tony... okay, apparently he's done. And Martinez isn't. That's a bit weird. Anyways. Matthew Higgs. Why are we on board with a guy who's been shown the checkered flag? Can we get a look at the Sutherlands and Baker?
I think it's just kind of a miracle he made it that far, really. They're documenting it, okay?
A little bit.
Let the man have a moment. God, there's corn over there. Look at that.
I mean, we say this, but Matt Higgs is... Actually, where is Matt Higgs in the stand? Is Matt Higgs actually not in the top 10?
I'd be kind of surprised if he wasn't.
I don't... Oh, there he is. He's 4th place in the championship, so he's been fine.
Yeah. It's just that he, it's Matt Higgs.
Mm-hmm. So Warden, Riccobeni, Simmons, your podium, followed by Belanger, Wentworth, Turcotte, Higgs. What is your silver winner? And then the two Sutherlands, your top 10. Bronze is won by Seth Chaney today. So something happened with Trevor Chaney. I see him down dose laps.
Who slaps?
Dose laps.
Like a deer?
They'll be off to Zolder next, and then Donington Park to finish the series off.
I hear they got good music.
Not really sure why the British Cup is going to Zolder. That's a bit weird, but oh well. It is what it is.
And then
see if we can get... Oh, that's it. Those are the last 2 rounds. let's see if we can get all the cars onto the grid. So Alpine drivers, Ginetta drivers, get your asses on the grid, boys. Maserati drivers. I think we only have one Maserati driver. I think I think Bartosiak's the only one.
And then
And then nothing. I think that's it.
well, goddamn it, you crazy
So-
kids, get the hell off my lawn then.
Indeed.
And remember, kids, become this weird space wizard you want to see airbrushed on the side of a van.